In Nigeria, 35 isn't just a number, it's a boundary. It's that age where society expects you to have it all figured out. The house, the car, the family, the stable career. If you are 22, 28 or 33 and you are still doing vibes and inshallah with your finances, you are playing a dangerous game. The reality is that the financial moves that worked for our parents will leave us broke today. Savings in a regular bank account in 2026 isn't safe. It's financial suicide. But there is a flip. While everyone is complaining, a small group of young Nigerians are quietly building empires. By the time they are done, everyone will think they were just lucky. They weren't. They just have a different playbook. They know that wealth in Nigeria isn't just how much you earn, it's about the moves you make. My name is Tim, the head of the Wealth Goons family. One thing we don't do here is waste your time. What we do instead is help you build wealth, lasting wealth. So if you are in, subscribe to the channel already and like the video. Today I'm giving the 10 non-negotiable money moves you must execute before you hit 35 in Nigeria. These are the strategies I wish someone had told me 10 years ago. If you want to stop just surviving and actually start winning in this economy, stay with me until the 10th. That last one is the difference between a life of struggle and a life of true freedom. Let's get into the play. The first move is to kill that savings myth. Our parents taught us, work hard, save your money in the bank, and you'll be fine. In the 1990s, that may be possible, but in today's economy, that's not true. With inflation hovering at 30% plus, leaving your money in a regular savings account earning 3% interest means you are losing 27% of your purchasing power every single year. If you have 1 million in your account today, by this time next year, that 1 million will only be able to buy 700,000 worth of goods. Your bank is literally taxing you for being loyal to them. For the moves to make, you must shift from savings to parking. Stop using your bank for anything other than daily transactions. For a save money, you need to use money market funds, MMFs. In early 2026, MMFs from reputable managers like ARM or Stanbic are yielding between 22 to 26%. That's the closest you can get to beating inflation without taking crazy risks. It's liquid, it's safe, and it's the bare minimum for anyone under 35. Now to move number 2, the dollarization of your income. You need a dollar income. I don't care if you're a doctor, a graphic designer, or a civil servant. You cannot afford to have 100% of your life tied to the naira. The global economy is your playground now. In 2026, the digital border is gone. If you have a skill, be it writing, coding, virtual assistance, or even data entry, find a way to sell it into the international market. Even if you can't earn dollars from your job, you must invest in dollars. This is what we call currency hedge. Use platforms like RiseFirst, Bamboo, or Chaka to buy US stocks or Eurobond funds. Why? Because when the naira drops, your dollar asset goes up in value. You are not just hoping the economy gets better. You are making sure that no matter what happens to the exchange rate, your future remains in hard currency. Then let's go to the third move you must make before you hit 35. Build the black tax defense. Let's talk about something uncomfortable, black tax. If you are the first person in your family to make it, put that "make it" in quote, the pressure is real. You are paying school fees for siblings, medical bills for parents, and emergency loans for cousins you haven't seen in 5 years. If you don't manage this before 35, you will enter your 40s with zero net worth. Here's what you must do. You need a family fund. Set up a specific percentage of your income, let's say 10%, that goes into a separate account. When that account is empty, the bank is closed for the move. You cannot save anyone if you are drowning yourself. By automating this, you remove the guilt. You are still helping, but you are doing it within a playbook that ensures you do not end up needing help yourself in 10 years. Now let's go to the fourth move you must make. That's to audit your enjoyment. This is a hard truth that most Nigerians aren't ready for. You need to stop buying clout on a credit budget. We live in a society where everyone is under immense pressure to look like they've already arrived, even when they are still struggling to get out of the park. We see it every day. The latest 2026 iPhone, the 500k club tables, the luxury human hair, and the designer shoes, all funded by a salary that barely covers the rent of a self-con in Yaba. It's called performative wealth. Successful Nigerians under 35 are masters of a superpower called delayed gratification. While everyone else is trying to look rich, they are focused on becoming rich. They are perfectly comfortable driving a Peugeot 206 while investing the cost of a 2022 Mercedes-Benz into high-yield stocks or land banking. Now ask yourself this question. Are you spending your hard-earned money to impress people who don't even like you? Or worse, people you don't even know on Instagram? Before you hit 35, your absolute priority is to accumulate assets, not status symbols. If you found any move that you need to make, let me know in the comments. And have you liked the video yet? If you are yet to do it, please do this favor for the channel. Now let's get back to the next move, which is number 5. And here, you need to become an aggressive learner. You must invest in the most valuable internal asset, your brain. Let's be blunt. The 2026 job market is absolutely brutal. AI isn't just coming, it's already here, replacing administrative roles and mid-level management at an alarming rate. In this new world, the degree you got 10 years ago is likely obsolete. If you aren't spending at least 5% of your annual income on specialized courses, certifications, or professional coaching, you are quietly becoming a dinosaur. In your 20s and early 30s, the return on investment on a $200 course that teaches you a high-income skill like digital science, AI prompt engineering, or digital marketing is infinitely higher than any stock market return could ever be. Trust me on this. Stock markets can crash and the naira can fluctuate, but a high-demand skill is a portable global currency. Here's something you need to hear. You are your own biggest money-making machine, but even the best machines need software updates to stay efficient. Don't be that person with a 2016 mindset trying to survive in a 2026 economy. Keep your internal machine updated. Now we're done with the first 5, but before we go to the next, I want to know what city you are watching from, and I want you to comment money moves as we move to number 6, the land banking play. You need to get some skin in the real estate game immediately. You might not have 500 million for a mansion in Banana Island yet, but you can certainly afford dirt. In Nigeria, dirt is the ultimate insurance policy. Our population is exploding, and every single day, thousands of more people need a place to live, work, and shop. Land banking is the simplest, most effective wealth building play in this country. The secret is to look for the path of development. Places like Epe or the growing outskirts of Abuja. The rule is simple. Buy land where people are currently complaining is too far. By the time you're 40, that far place will be the new city center, surrounded by estates and shopping malls. This is exactly how some wealthiest families in Nigeria have built their empires for decades. They didn't have special powers, they just had patience. Don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait for the world to come to you. From here, let's go to move number 7. Debt is a tool, not a trap. Understand the difference between good debt and bad debt. In 2026, with interest rates being this high, debt can be a monster. If you are taking loans from loan apps to pay for a wedding or a new TV, you are digging a hole you might never get out of. However, good debt is leverage, using a loan to scale a business that has 40% margin, or taking a mortgage to buy an asset that appreciates faster than the interest rate. That is how the big boys play it. Before 35, your goal is to clear all high-interest consumer debt. If you are paying 10% interest per month to a quick loan app, you aren't building wealth. You are a slave to the lender. Pay it off, delete the apps, and never look back. This move is very, very important. Trust me. Now to the next move. Move number 8, the side hustle audit. What you need to do here is take the time out to brutally audit your side hustle. Look, almost every Nigerian has a side hustle, but most of them are actually time traps. If your hustle requires you to be physically present every single second just to make 20K, you don't have a business or side hustle, you have a second job. And honestly, you are going to burn out before ever getting rich. Before you hit 35, you must pivot towards scalable systems. Ask yourself, can this business run while I'm asleep? Can it serve 1,000 customers as easily as it can serve one? If the answer is no, you are trading your life for copper. Think about digital products, automated vending, or service agencies where you manage the talent rather than doing the manual labor yourself. In the 2026 economy, the goal isn't just to make money, it's to buy back your time. Real wealth is having an income that doesn't depend on your physical presence. If you thought you've seen the best move, wait till you see number 9, which is to protect the downside. Listen to me, it's time to get insurance. I know, as Nigerians, we hate the I word. Your first instinct is probably to say it's not my portion, right? But let's be real for a second. Faith is a shield, but in 2026, insurance is the legal paperwork that backs it up. One major health emergency or a single car accident can wipe out 5 years of aggressive savings in just 5 minutes. With medical costs currently at astronomical levels, you are one hospital bill away from poverty if you aren't covered. This is what you must do. You must get a reliable HMO immediately. Ensure you have at least a third-party car insurance. If you have people who depend on your income, life insurance is a must. Insurance isn't about expecting bad things to happen. It's about making sure that if they do, they don't reset your financial clock to zero. You've worked too hard to let a single God forbid moment take you back to the village. Protect your downside so your upside can grow. Finally, we've reached the most important move of all, the equity mindset. Listen closely, because this is the line that separates the middle class from the truly wealthy in Nigeria. Rich people don't just work for money, they own things that make money while they sleep. Before you hit 35, you must transition from being a perpetual consumer to being a strategic owner. Stop just being the customer and start being a shareholder. If you are paying bank charges to GTCO or Zenith, you should own their shares so they pay you dividends. If you are spending thousands on data every month, you should own a piece of MTN or Airtel so you benefit from their massive profits. In the 2026 economy, being a customer is a liability, but being an owner is a power move. Stop just paying these companies. Execute the play and make them pay you. Look, Nigeria is a tough environment, but it's also one of the greatest wealth creation frontiers in the world if you know the right moves to make. You have a choice. You can keep doing what everyone else is doing, complain about the government and hoping things get better. Or you can take this playbook and start making these moves today. Even if you're over 35 or even 45, it's never too late to start making the right financial moves. You don't have to do all 10 at once. Pick one. Start with the money market fund, then move to dollar hedge, then look at land banking. The only thing you cannot afford to do is to wait, because the clock to 35 or maybe 45 or even 55 is ticking and the economy isn't waiting for anyone. If you found this useful, do me a favor, hit the like button and share this with one person you want to see win this year. And if you want a deep dive into move number 6, that's land banking, and exactly where the gold mines are in Nigeria for 2026, type land in the comments. I'll make that video next. I'm Tim, and this is Naira Wealth Playbook. See you in the next video.